Good evening from Hayes Lane, Bromley. We're going to do a quick video recap of the match, just to talk about what's happened here in the Carabao Cup first round clash, because it's been quite a busy one, both on and off the pitch, with plenty of updates. And unfortunately, it's been a difficult night for Ipswich. We're outside Hayes Lane at the moment. It's so late we've been asked to leave the stadium so they can close up. I'm stood in the car parking spot of the owner, chairman and owner, Robin Stanton-Gleaves. A brilliant night for him, less so for Ipswich, and it's a familiar story based on last season when they lost on penalties to AFC Wimbledon. It's happened here again, another trip to South London and another one that ends disappointingly. Strong lineup, maybe a couple of players that we didn't expect to be in the team, in the form of Leif Davis starting despite a couple of injury issues. We had Chiog Bene starting, Jack Clark retained a spot in there as well, but even the rotation, strong players in there. Connor Chaplin, Ali Al-Hamadi, former Bromley player. We had Cameron Humphreys, who's done well at League One level, a partnership of Kit Prey and Luke Wolfenden. So there's enough there to go and get a result. And this was the third one in the last 12 months, which is frustrating. And Kieran McKenna said that after the game, the two players that missed penalties, George Hurst, surprisingly, given the way that he's been approaching them, and the one he dispatched at Birmingham, a real high pressure situation, he took the first one and missed it. And then Ali Al-Hamadi with a more kind of decisive one towards the end, with Bromley then scoring their decisive penalty to wrap it up and progress in the cup. So all in all, it's fairly negative vibes. There are good things to take from the game, positive passages of play, a well worked, well scored goal, some good defensive moments, things like that. But you've ultimately got to look at the scoreline. You've ultimately got to look at Ipswich crashing out of the cup and failing to build the momentum and get those kind of positive vibes. And it's important that you have that within the squad, but also within the fan base. And sometimes from a fan's perspective, it can sway a lot, can't it? But also it's important that you manage that, and Ipswich have got to find a way of managing that, and it's tricky at the moment with everything going on. I think there's a couple of sagas that need to be brought to a conclusion sooner rather than later, and hopefully that will allow the club to kick on in the transfer market as well. But a disappointing night at Hayes Lane. We go on to Bromley, plenty of coverage online. Don't forget, this is the time of the season where you're going to have most of it at the moment. So yeah, we'll be back with some more content, some more videos, more excitement going into the weekend. It is a crunch clash. It's Sunday against Southampton, two of the big pre-season promotion favourites at Portman Road. We'll see you there.